Good.
It's another dumb show.
All right, let's bring this thing back to life. Welcome back to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining us here on issue number 71C as we bring this thing back to life. I appreciate you guys sticking around and dealing with all this. I knew this was going to happen. I 100% knew. What is going on? Why am I off center? Oh, let me move my desk. That was weird. So yeah, thanks for sticking around. I knew this was going to happen, guys. So I do appreciate you guys sticking it out through all the mess. Our favorite troll was in there trying to be a troll. He was actually the psychopath. Somehow managed to get my number, and so he was calling my phone while I was live, trying to interrupt the stream. And then even after I blocked him, kept calling like a psychopath, and then started calling the phone lines too, like a complete psychopath. So I did see Marty in there getting hoping that he might catch me in a mood tonight, and I am in a little bit of a mood, so I'll entertain this tool for a second. Hi, Chance, what you want to say, dude? Chance, come on, dude. Now's your chance. Come on.
How you doing, Sean?
Great.
Am I?
Yes. What did you want to say,
Where's
buddy?
Mike? I wanted to ask where Mikey was.
He's right here, dude. Got about
Hey, how you doing, Mikey?
Got about 3 seconds,
up,
Chance.
buddy?
Go.
How you doing, man? I'm glad to see you on the show.
Good call.
Thanks, buddy.
All right,
Kinda
cool.
sad when you're not on.
Good.
I
We
just didn't know
appreciate you
all love
having you.
now.
We appreciate it.
it.
Isn't that good to know how much he likes you? Cool, good stuff. So yeah, Chance is a big fan of yours now, Mikey. It's good to know that. We're glad to have you. Glad to have him call in and talk about how much he likes you. Isn't that nice? What a guy!
Such a great feeling.
God, what a good guy. That's nice. So I'm assuming mom must be out. His mom must be out tonight, banging whatever Rex Hoyerman type dude that she's banging. Because his mom's obviously, not at home, doesn't take care of him. He's got mommy issues, all that good stuff. That's clearly what's going on with this guy. So it's usually I've noticed it usually happens on like Wednesday and Thursday nights are the nights that he does this. So that must be a good night for Chance's mom to be out, hitting the bars and being her barfly like she probably is. And leaves.
She's a Wednesday or Thursday night stripper. She's one of the blue plate special strippers.
Yeah, I don't even know that she's necessarily. I wouldn't go so far as, because I would never knock strippers. I love strippers. They're out getting their money. They're doing their thing. I got no problem with strippers. We're talking
but
like
the majority of them. I mean, if we're talking about the majority of strippers, they're train wrecks of human beings.
True, they are. They can be train wrecks. Some of them, one of them I met actually wasn't a total train wreck. I did help her keep things on track a little bit. The entertainer that I met, who just texted me and asked me if I have power, which means that she probably does not, because she lives pretty close to me, and if she's texting me that means she probably doesn't have power. So, anyway. Like I was saying, I don't think Chance's mom is a stripper. I think we're thinking it's like she's like a Wednesday, Thursday night barfly kind of chick, and she's at the bars trying to find a man at like the smaller local bars too, like the dive bars, those kind of ladies. You know what I mean?
Is
Like,
she a bowling alley lady?
ooh, bowling alley. Now that might be the bar at the bowling alley is probably a spot to try to pick up some eligible bachelors. You know, and that I'm assuming
There's a lot of single dads there, a lot of divorcees that
are Wednesday and Thursday
Just-
nights bowling nights, league nights.
every night it's like darts, man. You're always there.
But is there specific league nights usually? Like I thought they were like Wednesday.
like during the winter, like during the from September, the first week of September through April, it is Monday through Sunday from 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. at night. It's just league bowling, and it's all men.
There's that. Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, maybe chances
For the most
mom,
part.
yeah, maybe
A
chances
few
mom is hanging
lesbians here
out.
and there.
If chances mom is let's see. Chances mom at the bowling alley tonight.
Hey, don't talk about my mom being a whore. I don't talk about your dad fucking taking nosedives in the concrete, buddy.
What?
Ow.
What?
I said, don't talk about my mom. And I won't talk about your dad wiping out with his weak wrist on the bike. Well, what's your problem, man?
What
Bring
kind?
family into it? You're a
What
sick
kind
bastard.
of?
You're
What?
sick.
No, I was making fun of you. The fact that it's your mom's not at home on usually on Wednesday and Thursday nights, or when you do this. It's when you usually start doing this.
Where's B1 at?
I just said
Is
where
she
she is.
doing the
I
same
literally,
thing?
I literally just said where she is. Are you? I mean, what's your problem? Are you?
called
Did I hit a
yourself,
nerve?
and
Did I hit a
called
nerve?
him, and you're like,
I did.
I?
I know. That really upset him. I must have. I must have. I must.
say hi to Mikey,
Yeah,
and
but
then you talk about my mom.
Yeah, well,
That's
we don't.
crazy.
We don't like you.
I don't talk about your autistic crowd you have watching you with a bunch of like autistic retards. Your whole audience is autistic. Just as autistic as you are, buddy.
Wait a minute, but you watch
Now you're-
though, and you're
So,
calling.
I
though.
just want to
Like, are you
understand the
looking
guy.
in the mirror right now.
The guy that calls me a delusional bad person in the matter of 1 minute insulted a 75-year-old guy who was in a motorcycle accident.
My mom is 72, man.
Went on to then insult an entire group of people by calling them a disability, and then threw a second disability in there on top of it. You're on a roll. Anybody else? You got some racism you want to throw in there while you're at it?
No, is that how you're viewing what I'm saying? Because you say these creepy things about women that are like 19 to 20 years old, and then you're trying to sit on your high horse and say my mom's out getting banged while you're sitting here slobbering over young little kids that are probably as old as your daughter. What have you ever
Actually,
we should
some,
put your
there's
daughter
probably
up and say
there are
that
actually
she's always
some
been,
there are
like,
actually
being
some
weird, everyone.
there are actually some girls on Instagram that are younger than my daughter that I actually will look at and find attractive. Yeah, if they're over 18,
maybe we should have
yeah,
a discussion.
I
If
will.
you're
I
so
don't give a
open and
shit.
honest,
Yeah,
open and honest about things.
yeah, I am.
Maybe we
I
see
don't.
your daughter on.
If a
I
girl
really
is,
think something funny probably happened between you.
why
guys.
are you? What
think
is your
12-year-old
obsession
girls'
with
legs.
trying? What is your
Take 12-year-old
obsession?
girls' legs, all right?
Bro,
and then
that
you
was-
sit here and
yeah,
slobber over
and you-
18-year-old girls.
Yes,
it's quite
you must.
sick and disgusting,
Do you
buddy.
do you watch? Do you
I would
like?
say
Do you
the
believe
word, but
that?
I'm not going to go there, all right?
Hey, dude, at some point you're going to understand. I'm just going to turn you off if you keep talking over me, okay? So keep talking over me. I'm just going to shut you off, and you're not going to get to talk. Now, you're saying the 12-year-old girl things with the legs. Now, do you watch WWE as well? Do you believe that Stone Cold beat up Vince McMahon in the hospital room too?
You said this on Rovers. You said that you've done this at parties. You said that
Oh,
there's a
multiple.
party going
Oh, now
on.
it's
I have
multiple
the clip if
parties.
you want me to look
Okay,
it.
and I just want to say one more time: do you believe that Stone Cold smashed Vince McMahon's leg in WWE? That was real. That's a very simple question for you. Yes or no?
It's not what I think. It's what I
It's
know.
what
and
I
think
asked
that you.
you.
Hide behind
It's what I
fucking
asked
people
you.
saying that you're
What
kidding.
the fuck are
Okay,
you talking about? The guy can't answer a simple question. I got a straightforward question for the guy. He can't answer the question. I'll put him on hold and see if he can figure out how this works. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Hey, Don, this is Frank. How you doing?
Hey, Frank. What's up, Frank?
Hey, why don't you shave that fucking beard, man?
I love my beard. I do need to trim it. It is getting a little long. You're right. I apologize. Yeah, it is looking pretty rough and ugly. You're right.
Hey, what's your relationship with Rover?
I don't really have one, to be honest with you. I haven't talked to him since I left. Well, I take that back. I
Oh, you
texted him one time.
How's you and your woman?
Day to day.
Day to day?
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it goes with women. You know how that is.
What did you say? You broke up. I didn't understand it. What did he say?
I said, yeah, that's how it is with women. I know how you feel.
Yeah, it's day to day, especially with all the stuff that I've put her through and she's put me through. We've had a pretty interesting go around over the past 2 years. So yes, still day to day, no real official updates. I would say if we had to put a stamp on our relationship, what you'd call it, maybe friends with benefits right now. I don't really know. So that's probably the closest thing.
That's good.
Yeah, it's better than zilch, I guess. So what's going on? Anything else, dude?
I watched you guys since you first came to Cleveland, and I thought you really added a lot to the show.
Thank you.
And I was sad to see you go. And I still watch your show and his show.
Cool.
And I wish you luck.
Well, right on, dude. Well, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for calling. Where are you calling from, by the way?
I'm calling from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, nice. How's Yins
I
doing?
lived in Cleveland. I lived in Cleveland for about 10 years.
Okay.
And then I moved here. And then we had the online access and have been in touch ever since.
I was just talking shit about Pittsburgh yesterday and how terrible those Primanti sandwiches are. I hate those French fry sandwiches. Those are gross.
Yeah, they're not that good.
Yeah, I lived in Pittsburgh for a little bit in a little town called Bellevue, just outside of Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, my wife used to live there.
Yeah, it's not the most beautiful place in the world, not gonna lie.
Not really. I miss Cleveland. I miss Cleveland a great deal and hope to be back as soon as job enables me to.
Why not, dude? Well, I hope that we hope to get you back here. What kind of job do you do? I'm assuming steel. If you're bouncing back and forth. I'm a
teacher.
Oh, teacher. Okay.
I'm a teacher. Yeah.
What sort of teacher? Grade?
High school, business, and computers.
Okay. Now, have you had to deal with because we've actually on the show here we've played some videos of what's going on in like Akron with the amount of fighting that's going on. They're not even letting kids take their phones into schools anymore because they don't want the kids to record all the fights. Have you had to deal with this kind of stuff, or were you lucky enough to?
Not too many fights, but they tend to hack into your personal accounts and dig up shit.
The kids do?
Which is, oh yeah.
The kids try to dox you guys? That's awful.
Yeah.
What do they try to do? Like go to dig through like your Instagram account and see if you're following like 19-year-old and 20-year-old chicks so they can make fun of you and say, what kind of pervert follows a 20-year-old like every single adult male in the world does?
Not really. Just your Facebook account and your likes and dislikes and politics and all that kind of stuff.
What do they do with it at that point? Do they try to spread it around and try to get you fired? Are they trying to do they bring it into the classroom?
Oh, yeah.
They try to get you fired, like with your political views and stuff?
Yeah.
Like if you're anti-vaxxer or something like that?
Exactly.
Really? Now, did this kind of stuff happen to you? Listen to this guy chuckling in the background over there. Did something like that happen to you? Are you leaning like, because Mikey's an anti-vaxxer, he's an election denier, all that MAGA stuff. Is that the kind of stuff you're talking about that they kind of got on you, or?
More like Trump and the woke culture and all that kind of stuff.
Your comments about not agreeing with it, I'm assuming, and then they posted that around?
Yeah, exactly.
My man.
So
Did
you kind of have to clean up everything, take everything off, and just be a
neutral?
non-political, non-person.
So did you
It's
create
really
like a
crazy.
did you create a
You have to-
burner account to try to get away with it and stuff?
No, I just deleted everything.
Just got off it. All right, Frank. Well, good luck. We hope to get you back here in Cleveland. Hopefully, you'll come here and you'll be able to teach the future kids in America of America how to be normal, functioning adults and not a bunch of degenerates like me and Mikey.
Yeah. All right. You hang in there.
All right, bro. You too, man. We appreciate you calling in, man. Have a good one, Frank. Take it easy, man. Be safe.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Go
All right,
Browns.
peace.
Haha.
That
Maybe
shit's
he's a Browns fan.
infuriating to me.
What do you mean?
That this man has to delete all of his social media and everything like that because of his political leanings. And we all know if he was leaning the other way, he'd be fucking celebrated and made the vice principal of any fucking school he was at.
Yeah, well, I mean, to a point, it does. I mean, if you were living in maybe a small rural town and you started posting a bunch of BLM stuff, they probably wouldn't be okay with that, I bet.
It's okay everywhere in the world, man. All the people in power, I guess maybe not in small Bible Belt towns and stuff like that, but you know damn well where he's teaching in Pittsburgh.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, what were you going to say?
I was saying, you know damn well somebody living in Pittsburgh that posts anything Donald Trump, anti-vax, non-woke. It's absolutely not the agendas that they're pumping into your kids in every school.
Well, I mean, inner city Pittsburgh around Pittsburgh is pretty blue. But trust me, you leave outside of Pittsburgh, it's very red. Very red.
Pennsylvania is the same. Pennsylvania is the same as New York State. If it wasn't for the big cities being blue, there's three cities. It's New York City, Albany, and Buffalo. If it wasn't for those three cities, almost everything is conservative.
I'll never forget when I was working at the brake pad place back in the day doing sales. It was when I think it was right before 2016 election. I did a sales trip to, I think it was Bethel, Pennsylvania, I believe, to I think it was a copper manufacturing plant or something like that. And they had a bunch of cranes and stuff that needed brakes. So I went there to go try to, penetrate that market because we weren't in that market. So I was trying to penetrate and get in there and everything. And I remember driving to this place and there was just Trump signs everywhere. I got off the highway and they were, I saw a lot here too, but nothing like what I saw. It was unbelievable.
It's everywhere around here.
Every single house, every bridge, every place there could be something, it would say Trump. So I remember coming back and being like, well, he's winning this shit. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he's going to win.
Tell me you use that as a sales tactic, because that tends to be one of the best things. Like, you know how many customers' houses I walk into and they got a Trump cardboard cutout in their living room, dude?
I don't like him, though. And I'm not good at pretending. I'm not a good actor. I'm not a good liar when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Oh, my God. I'll turn into the most woke liberal piece of shit to get a maintenance agreement at somebody's house.
No, I mean, well, in somebody's house, I guess I was doing like business sales, so we weren't even really going down those roads. You know what I mean? The amount of small talk.
Were you talking to other like salesmen, or were you talking to like owners of businesses? Because most owners are small
maintenance guys. Maintenance guys that didn't have time to small talk. We got shit to do. We got 30 minutes.
I understand.
They don't want to hear all my shit.
If you were talking to any of the higher ups or anything like that, or an owner of a small business or anything like that, they were all conservatives, and you can use that.
That's probably why I didn't do well in the business sales world, because I wasn't interested in any of that kind of conversation with any of those type of people. The people that were making me read in the morning, like we're in kindergarten, reading out loud. There's no chance I'm going to have a political conversation with somebody that thinks that we're going to benefit by us having a group reading session about sales. Get the fuck out of here. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, we never had none shit like that. I just try to read the room and sell what I can.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the house and you're doing that, like I've been in houses. One of the jobs I had when I mentioned lived in Bellevue in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh, outside of Pittsburgh. I sold Kirby vacuum cleaners. I was going house to house. But things weren't like that back then. When I was nope, everything is so divisive and so like, you know what I mean? The way it is now, you can't help it. It's all in your face. Plus, there wasn't really the internet making everything so the news cycle was so much longer. It wasn't the type of thing where now it's like half a day news cycle kind of a deal. All right. I got another phone call here. I think this is a normal human being. Let's see. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Sean, what's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you, Sean? Long time no talk. What's going on, bro?
Doing pretty good. I'm having a hard time just now realizing that I'm autistic, but not something I've ever been diagnosed with.
Yeah. Well, apparently, there's a lot going on. Not only that, he said you guys are the R words too. So it's you got a lot of problems apparently. So I'm sorry to hear that. What's going on? Are you done counting matches? What's going on?
Counting what?
Matches? No, that was a Rain Man reference. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, too young for that movie.
I'm old.
No, I was just gonna say, man. I think you might have to get a restraining order on that guy if he's going out and getting your number and just harassing you all the time like that.
It's a crazy person. Crazy. He's really nuts. He's really nuts. I saw one of the because he calls from multiple phone numbers. Like he's got I think at least 3, maybe 4 different numbers he calls from all different states, and like he doesn't think that I can I know it's him because it also shows like how many times people have called. So I know like when I see 400 next to his name that that's him again. You know what I mean? So or if we're just talking about nothing and I haven't asked anybody to call and the phone just starts ringing with a new random number, it's likely him. But I'll be honest with you. Yesterday, I thought that yesterday too. But I had 3 different random calls that just kind of came out of nowhere yesterday. So hey, maybe I know a little bit more about what I'm doing than I thought. So, what's going on otherwise, Sean?
Nothing, man. I was just calling to say I appreciate you getting the show started, even through all the storms and stuff, man. Appreciate you being here for us tonight.
Oh, dude, it's my pleasure. I'm glad to be back. I felt really bad actually because I have a really hard time where if I'm not doing some sort of work, even if it's just like, and I'm not talking about swinging a hammer, but if I'm not doing some sort of prep for the show or doing the show or doing something post show, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I don't know if it's just like I'm not a workaholic, but I just always feel like if I'm taking time to myself, I'm doing something wrong. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. And
I feel exactly that way all the time. So
yeah, so as soon as the rain started, I started having a little bit of anxiety because I was almost sure that the power was going to go out. And then I was like, oh man, people are going to think I'm being I'm not there for them because like that's immediately where my brain goes. Even though I have no control over thunder and lightning and the way my electrical is built in my house, I guess. So yeah, we made it. We're back. We're up and running. So I appreciate you recognizing that. So glad to be here, dude.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right. I'm sorry that somebody insulted you guys. I don't think that you guys are autistic at all. I think you guys have
that's
some.
Out of your control, my guy.
You guys have some interesting comments a lot of times. Even though there are times we'll be talking about like one thing and you guys are talking about grape soda and stuff. So I will say maybe at times you guys do have a little bit of spectrumist traits. I'll give them that. I'm just kidding.
Don't we all?
We do. Trust me, I do for sure. So, all right, Sean, I appreciate it, dude. All right. I was going to give him one last chance, but I don't feel like dealing with him anymore tonight because, did you guys
give him enough energy?
Let's let him just sit there. You can just sit on hold for the rest of the night for all I care. We were talking about
listening.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hit that like button while you're there, bro. Appreciate it. Everybody hit that like button while they're there.
Yeah.
I would really appreciate that. I closed my chat because I wanted to show this really cool thing. I got a tweet from Jake. He had us up. This came in the other night. Obviously not tonight because the weather's so bad, but I hope he didn't have this setup going tonight. Look at how he watches another dumb show in his backyard.
Oh, shit.
Check that out. So yeah, he's got a projector screen set up. He's got a little projector on a table, Canada Dry, maybe who knows what's mixed into it. And yeah, he's just out there kicking it, watching us on the big screen out there. I thought that was pretty sweet. So thank you for sending that in, Jake. I do love seeing how everybody's set up for another dumb show to see how you guys watch the show. I don't know why I like that so much, but I really do think that's so cool. Like seeing people's different, like I think it's because I like seeing people's just their entertainment center setups or whatever, and then
how they got the setup.
Yeah, and then seeing us on it too just makes me feel even better. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when you were like, "Yeah, he watches us someplace else," and I was like, "Hey, wait, I'm on that TV."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, you're on the show.
I'm projected in somebody's backyard. I would love one of those projectors to watch the UFC in my backyard.
See, it was, and I imagine because you're taking a picture of it, it doesn't look as good. But they just look a little too dim, and I feel like I'm not getting that full vibrant color that I get like on a big screen. I really like that, something about an LED or whatever. I just seem to really like that better. Those projectors to me, they just don't give me that same vibe. I mean, I do like the outside vibe. You're drinking, you put your feet up, you have some smoke. But there's gonna be bugs, Mikey, and I hate bugs. I can't do outside, man.
I'm going to the drive-in this weekend. I can't wait.
What are you gonna go see? Oppenheimer?
Nope.
Barbie?
Barbie. Yep.
Okay, so you're doing Barbie before Oppenheimer. You're a good boyfriend. Good for you.
Dude, and the worst part is normally they like pair movies together because every drive-in's a double feature, you know what I'm saying? And at every drive-in, there's 2 drive-ins around here, one 30 minutes away, one an hour away, and both of them it's Barbie movie and then Legally Blonde afterwards.
That's dumb.
So I'm getting smacked with the double feature of the bullshit.
Oh,
I texted my girl that I was like, "This is bullshit," and she was like, "Oh, well, we're going."
Well, I mean, you essentially guaranteed yourself a beajaroo.
No.
No?
No.
I don't mean even there while you're there. I just mean afterwards. Subjecting yourself.
I'm definitely. It's the weekend. Like we live in Pound Town.
Yeah, but
like the kid is gone. Like this has been absolutely. Oh my god, bro.
That's why you need all those cookies the other night. You're burning so many calories in Pound Town. You
That's
need
how
to
I'm
replenish.
down 15 pounds. I hit some cardio this weekend, homie.
Attaboy. Good for you. I love it. Good stuff. Well, as the self-appointed mayor of Pound Town, I'm happy to make you the deputy. You could be the deputy mayor of Pound Town. I'll appoint
dog
you
for sure.
I'll appoint you for sure. All right, perfect. Sounds good to me. All right.
Can't wait to get my shirt.
We got to get a Pound Town shirt. I want to get some Canispana t-shirts. I was just thinking about that actually today. But my t-shirt hookup is gone. I got to figure out a new place to get my t-shirts from. My Connect is gone. So I got to get that figured out. So Mikey, earlier we were just talking, I don't know how it came up. There are a couple things in that, I don't know, in that whole little spat we were having with Homeboy and then with Frank. 2 different things came up that actually was planning on talking about today. One of them was some anti-vaxxer stuff, and then one was some small town stuff with the Jason Aldean thing. So
didn't CMT kick him off? Didn't kick the music video off?
They did. CMT pulled his music video, and I'll be honest with you, I am a dork for CMT. I really love CMT. I watched.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what your feeling was on that song and the whole deal, that the hullabaloo around it right now.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I was trying to do something because I have an actual little picture of it here. I wanted to pull up here. Why is it doing this? Why is it showing that? That's not supposed to be there. So yeah, no. As far as that song goes, I did listen to the song, and I obviously can't play it. But I found it to be. Well, I'm not a huge Jason Aldean fan. First off, so I liked one album of his when he first kind of started getting big, when he had the Dirt Road Anthem and She's Country. Like, I like that. Those are some good songs. But he slowly started to get kind of, I don't know. He just kind of he's such a dork. like I don't know what it is. Maybe I am slightly bi or whatever or something because like he's just so freaking ugly. I'm sorry, but Jason Aldean is an ugly ass dude, and like I just can't like here like look at this freaking.
What does
guy.
that have to do with music though?
It doesn't have anything to do with music. It doesn't at all.
Then
Just
what does
like
that matter? You're not
don't know.
looking at him, you're listening to him.
I don't know. There's just something about it. I can't handle his big fat
Something
face.
makes you angry about him. Like
He just is so puffy. He reminds me.
is he
He's
like
the
too
male.
popular or something?
No, he's the male Kelly Clarkson. He just looks like he's getting ready to pop at all times. He's just a stuffed sausage ready to burst. And I'll be honest with you. I feel like his whole. Like this whole thing is because he's super. His wife runs his life. That's really I think my major beef with him is I believe that since he married this Britney Aldean chick who is, and if B1's watching, she's gonna get mad at me because she absolutely hates this chick. But I think Britney Aldean is hot as balls.
I just want to say that Patrick Mahomes' wife named Brittany, and it's ruined the name Brittany for me now.
Well, I think they spell it differently, so that's the difference. But like here, she's hot. I'm sorry, like B1. I know you hate her because of all her personal or political views, and because she is, massively conservative and like very anti-woke.
Oh, my kind of girl.
Oh yeah, you love her, but that's my kind of girl right there. Long tan legs, blonde hair. That's good stuff right there.
Oh,
I think that's part of why I don't.
MAGA hat.
Oh, she's all full blown. I think she's done the MAGA hats and all that stuff too. I'm sure she has. But I just find him. I actually don't think he believes in any of that shit. I think his wife is calling the shots around there because he's such a stuffed sausage getting ready to pop that he knows that he's got to keep her happy. And, he knows what his ex-wife looked like. And his ex-wife certainly did not look like Britney Aldean. I think that his whole act is bullshit. Actually, I don't think he's anti-woke. Oh, now you're pro Jason Aldean? Well, he does have.
I might start listening to his albums tomorrow.
He has a few good songs. I'm not gonna lie. I can't sit here and pretend that I'm so too cool for him all around. But I just find his whole new shtick, especially. I didn't really think he was gonna go so far as to start putting it into his music with this whole new stupid small country song or small town song. What is the name of this song? Aldean.
Move the music video over to YouTube. 100 million views in 2 days.
Yeah, try that in a small town because he got kicked off CMT, which I love. Again, I love CMT. But here are the lyrics. I'll read you the lyrics. Sucker punch somebody on the sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on her own over a liquor store. Yeah, I think it's cool. We'll act like a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spin his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Like, again, remember the thing when I was saying the other day with the trans stuff? How just acting like that, to me, is just like, it's low-hanging fruit. It's so easy. Like, if you just want to get attention, just be a dude. If you want to be attention, just be a dude and start acting like you're trans. Even if you're not, you'll get attention. You'll get 1,000 million YouTube followers if you have a beard and you put makeup on. And, you can start acting all flamboyant. That's just low-hanging fruit. It's easy. Same shit with Jason Aldean. I feel the same way with him. It's the same shit. You're just saying all this shit because just like you said, it's going to go viral and it's going to get you views because it's just, I don't know if preying, maybe that is the right word. He's like preying on these people who, I don't know, because I feel like
I don't know if praying is the right word. I think he's playing to a certain crowd. I don't think he's preying on a crowd. Yeah, but he's definitely playing to them. But in part, I think it is kind of preying on them. The fact that
he knows it's just gonna playing, same thing in a different way. I guess he's not out to get them in the way that he's preying on them. But if you
he's capitalizing on their
from
fandom.
my mindset, I think it's all phony from him though. He's just doing it to appease his wife, and now he's just doing it to appease a bunch of people who I consider are a bunch of phonies and dipshits, because like the small town justice that they're like he's referring to, is that like what's that guy's name, Ahmaud Arbery, that got murdered by those dudes when he was running down the street. They chased him down in the pickup truck. I mean, is that the small town justice this guy's looking for? I find the whole thing to be stupid. The whole song. I know you probably love it. You went out and got your gun when the riots were going on and everything.
Yeah, dude. But you didn't. How bad were the riots in Cleveland? Did you see with the damage that it did, and how they were run?
Yeah, they were downtown. There was. I'll never forget. There's an Italian guy. There's a Corbo's.
Were you down there though? Did you physically see what was going on? I was down there in Rochester. I saw what was going on.
Did you do it on purpose? Why did you go? Why go there?
Dude, there was people from other cities and stuff that came in on buses that were running these protests like military operations. Like it was
all right.
Unreal, dude.
They're allowed to
medics like
protest. Protesting is evolved these days.
That's not yeah. They destroyed their own. They destroyed their own neighborhoods, their own small businesses.
That's true. That's true. They did destroy a couple Targets and stuff too, and all that stuff. I'm probably, you and I will probably never agree on this, because like it all started with George Floyd, and so to me that there should have not have been this all should have been a moot point because of what happened with him. It was just like it was so obvious they fucking murdered a guy in the middle of the street and they're cops, and that's it.
And the
end
cops
of story.
got put to justice for it.
Yeah, but
it
it's
doesn't
not
mean destroy trillions of dollars of your own fucking country.
I don't know. There's part of me that says that's the only way you get the justice. They did get the justice. Who knows what would have happened had they not done that? Maybe they wouldn't have got the justice that they got. That's the way I look at it. And I know that's probably not a very popular opinion, but that's just how I feel about it, man. I really I
don't hate the player, hate the
loved. My dad and I got in a huge fight about this. He was like, they burned a police station down.
City.
I was like, you goddamn right they did. And I go, and then they went on to the Target next door. And he was like, what's the matter with you? And I was like, these fucking people needed to be taught that what they did was wrong. And they needed to be, this is the only way to get attention. That's why
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, look what happened the last
child.
Look what happened the last time black people tried to get attention for the injustices that the police were putting upon them. One guy said, you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll just kneel during the national anthem. Exercise my First Amendment right to free speech. And then the whole world fell apart. So what are they supposed to do? The most like non-violent thing in the world, take a knee. Or literally take a knee. It's a definition of nonviolence. It's giving in. You give up. You're done.
I still think that's disgusting.
See, I don't get that. Like if you're
at a baseball game, if I'm sitting next to somebody that's not standing up for the national anthem, I'll call them the fuck out.
Well, I don't think I would call anybody out. I don't think I would do that. I'd look at them and I'd think it was kind of weird that they did that, but I don't think I'd take the time to call them out.
It's disrespectful. I'd ask him, "What are you doing?"
It is. It is
conversation.
But my point is though, where's the middle ground then? Like, Mikey, where do you find? Because you can't. If you try to do something nonviolent,
I'm a big fan that if you don't like it where you're at, then don't be where you're at.
I don't know what that means.
If it's that bad here and you don't like it, fucking leave.
Well, no,
there's other options in the world.
Well, yeah, but
if you don't like where you're at and you don't like the system that you live in, it's unfortunate. Sorry, it's not fair. Whatever. It's going to change eventually. It is slowly but surely changing. A lot has changed. But if you don't like it, don't destroy your own fucking country. That's the most disgusting, foul behavior I've ever seen in my entire life.
But
I've never been more ashamed to be an American than watching this shit unfold on TV.
Doing it for this, but you're still you didn't get to my question was though, if they tried to do it non-violently, right? When I say they, I mean like people who are protesting police violence. Colin Kaepernick started it, and then all these other people fell in line behind him. Non-violent protest. That caused a fucking major uproar. Caused the guy to lose his entire football career because of it. And then from there,
He was a shitty quarterback, anyways.
he'd still be a backup somewhere. Come on. If that hadn't happened, he'd still be in the league, backing up somebody.
You're right, but it brings bad PR. The guy did not do a good job.
I know, but that's not my point. My question is, what are they supposed to do if they can't win non-violently and they can't win violently? Where is the in between? If they try to vote people in, things don't change. What else are they supposed to do if they can't get any kind of change either way? Just leave?
Ever going to be happy? I don't think they're ever going to be happy no matter what. If it's not one thing, it's another.
Well, yeah, if cops keep shooting people, they're definitely not going to be okay. If cops keep kneeling on people's neck and killing them in the middle of the street, they're never going to be okay. Like that's why I'm saying
it's bad people. It's not a bad profession. So the people that you call when you're in the middle of it, when you've got random shootings in the middle of your fucking neighborhood or on your street or anything like that, or somebody's breaking into your car, the dope fiend down the street, doesn't matter what color he is, who are you calling?
I don't know, but
sorry, we can't show up to your house right now. Our police cars have been lit the fuck on fire.
That's true. I know. I listen. I know that behavior should be frowned upon, and it's damaging, and ended up in the end, it's cost us a ton of money. I'm not okay with people just going into stores and stealing shit to try to get back at the establishment. That's fucking bullshit. I'm not okay with that. But I was actually okay with all that stuff that went on. I feel like
look what it's led to now. The mass looting that happens on a daily basis in our city.
I agree.
The pictures and videos that you see of Walgreens in San Diego, where all the freezer sections are fucking chained closed, and people can't buy dinners for their families now because assholes like that.
No, I'm going to say it. I maybe sound like a hypocrite, but I totally agree with you on that one. It's not cool. You can't just go into stores and destroy stores and do that.
They're protesting the same thing. This is the same thing, but it's not.
But now
it's not done thousands of people at a time.
Now they think they're not going to, because they know they're not going to get beaten. Number one, when they do this, that's one of the reasons they know that they can get. And you know what?
Yes.
I'm not going to sit here and try to defend those people. Those people are just trying to steal free stuff in the name of BLM and all that other shit. And in BLM, BLM is a whole nother story because of all the fraud that happened with them and all that. I just mean generally the people who are out there actually fighting for what they believed in. There were actual citizens beyond the BLM people who were fucking unhappy with what happened, and they were out there fucking protesting it. And I know there were probably a lot of just stupid little dumb white kids out there doing it too, just for the sake of being out there. But you know what? That's their fucking right. That's what separates us from the rest of the fucking world, is the fucking First Amendment. That's what separates our democracy from everyone. Your boy RFK just said that today. I just watched him say literally those exact words today. I feel like a fucking
floor, that video. Yeah.
He literally just said he was breaking down all of the different stuff between our constitutional rights and when they are the founding fathers and what they believed in and like the history of democracy and blah, 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 blah. And he talked about how the First Amendment is literally what separates us from all the rest of the, totalitarian type of governments that are around the world. So let him talk, man. Let him burn shit. It's part of the world, man. It's part of free speech.
Let him talk. Not let him burn shit.
You didn't let him. He said nothing. He took a knee and went like this, and you guys still lost your fucking mind. And I don't get that, especially for the people who if you go serve our country. And I know Nugget Man. I think he's still in there. I know Nugget Man served. I'm interested. I'd love for him to call in and give me his take on this, because or if you did serve, 844-HIT-DUM, 844-448-3862. I know this is like old with Colin Kaepernick, but I really didn't get a chance to talk about this with him when that came around. But like when he did that, I would have thought people who served our country in an effort to secure freedom of speech for other people in other places, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever, Vietnam, wherever, they're fighting for democracy, which the tenet of that is free speech, which is what Colin Kaepernick was exercising, literally non-verbally. So I just don't understand why guys who go and fight and die for other countries to have the right to do that. Strangers, non-NFL football, NFL quarterbacks are they get their D's sucked left and right and behind cheesecake factories, allegedly. You'd think that these guys would at least even be like, yeah, that's what we fought for. That's why we're over there fighting for a bunch of strangers in a desert, to give them the right to do what Colin Kaepernick just did here. That never made sense to me. Am I missing something there?
Yeah, but I don't know.
No, you say what you want to say.
Nah, I was gonna say we ain't fighting for their freedom.
No, we're fighting for
We're fighting for our political safety and our interest first above all. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we're not that naive to believe that we're over there just to save them.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm naive and think that we're there for more than just oil, and that we are trying to give them a chance to have democracy around the world. Because if democracy, the more democracies there are, the more chances for actual like negotiation and actual like normal behavior versus just like stuff like Putin's doing, where you just
helping them protect their two biggest assets, their drugs and their oil.
Jeez,
two things
God,
that
you are deep.
Just on a
God, I am
just trade from there to here.
I have my head in the sand, don't I, Mikey? I that must be what it is. I got my head in the sand. That's
you
the
just
problem.
watch too much mainstream media.
It's not true. I watch it all. I watch all of that shit. I watch CNN. I watch Fox. I watch all three of them.
That's what I said. Just too mainstream.
I watch News Nation now too. I can't stand watching people like you and I.
You got to spend some time on Reddit.
No, God, no.
You got to spend some time on Reddit.
Why?
Yeah,
why? Because I deal with this.
Just become a little more. Oh no!
So we can deal with this. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Still calling. Hi, what's up, dude?
What's up, Mikey?
This is a repeat of the first phone call.
Hey, how did you run off? I asked you a question earlier and you ran from it.
Mikey or me?
You. Mikey held hostage there. I'm just talking to you right now.
Yes, I have Mikey. Yeah, I have Mikey's mom held up in the basement, tied up. Yep. So that's why he's doing the show, not just the fact
You
that
always think like this, dude. Stop being a sexual deviant. Answer the question I asked earlier.
I don't even remember what question you asked earlier, to be honest with you, Chance, because you're very forgettable.
How can you go and say that it's made up that you shaved a 12-year-old girl's legs when you said it? It does like you can't just say, "Oh, that was a joke," and some things aren't a joke. What parts of your life are true?
Let me ask you. You never answered my question. I'm sorry. One more time. Do you think when Stone Cold attacked Vince McMahon's legs in the hospital, that was real?
I never have watched wrestling at all. I don't watch wrestling.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
Maybe you should.
Okay, but what does that have to do with the question I posed earlier about you shaving a 12-year-old girl's legs?
I love that you're literally referring to a story from 18 years ago.
Yeah,
18 years ago.
Decade and a half.
Yes,
yeah.
a decade and a half
How
ago.
old were you?
Chance, read between the lines, buddy. Okay? Why do you think I'm asking you about WWE? Okay? I don't know what you're going for here. I don't know why you keep trying to slander me Everybody here
No.
knows who
You are
I am.
explaining.
Everybody here knows who I am. They know every story I've ever told. If you don't like me, why have you called 17 times from just this phone number? Why do you call from 8 different phone numbers? Why do you call my
I
person?
don't know.
Why do you think that
numbers
you
are.
are normal when you're calling my personal numbers and then you're spamming my chat and what makes you think that your behavior is normal?
I wouldn't say that it's normal, but it is more normal than faking that you have sexually touched a young child's legs without the parents' knowledge at a party in the bathroom. You took a 12-year-old girl in the bathroom.
No, I didn't. What is the matter with you, bro?
You said you took her in
Read
the bathroom.
between the
People are making
lines,
fun of
you
her.
moron. You are so stupid, Chase. No.
You don't threaten.
You are
threaten
so.
kids.
No,
You
I
threaten
don't.
kids. You
No.
shake them.
No, I
You
don't.
say.
No, I
Everything's
don't.
a joke to you. Everything's a joke.
You are a joke to me, dude. You are a pathetic loser who is obsessed with me. What is your dog in this fight? Do you know the person I used to do the show with? Do you know the person I used to do the show with? So you have some sort of, like, you're friends with them and you're trying to, like, what is your beef with me? What's your fucking problem?
Honestly, you want to know?
Yeah, I would love to know what the real fucking bottom line problem with you is. What is your fucking problem? Spit it the fuck out.
I want you to be honest. I only want the honesty.
Oh my God,
being honest
Chase.
with us.
Yes, I have.
You're
I've been
banning
honest with
everyone
you
from
about
the chat. You
everything.
only allow people
Oh
to
my God,
do that.
dude. You're trying to bring up things that you're taking stuff that was from years ago, done in an entertainment venue, and you cannot seem to read between the lines enough behind it. Now, I understand why. I know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what you're up to. You keep referring to things that you know I can't talk about. So you're hoping that I'll talk about something that will get me into some sort of trouble.
I don't want
You are so transparent. You are so transparent. You try to get me to talk about stuff from the old show, and then you try to get me to talk about what happened with the whole situation when the first go round here when the flood happened. All things I've made very clear. I can't talk about either of those things anymore. I've made that very clear.
You don't have to talk about that first thing. I haven't brought it up. There is another. It's posted up again, but you don't have to worry about it. You can stop in and watch. I won't say where. That's just for your own benefit. Because I like your critique. I want you.
I don't care. What the fuck is wrong with you about not understanding? You keep asking the same. What am I lying about, dude? I'm not lying about anything. The people who are here know everything about me. We're having the same conversation from the last time I ripped you apart. You understand that?
Listen.
You cannot hang with me, dude. You can't hang with me. You can keep saying stuff that you know I can't talk about, or we go in circles for no reason. What is wrong with you, dude? Why don't you like me, Chase? Why do you keep calling me on my personal cell phone? That's abnormal.
What are you talking about? Your personal cell phone?
Oh, now I'm a liar. Now I'm a fucking liar.
If you look at the number to your
you are a lie. Now you are a lying ass little bitch, dude. You are a lying little punk, dude. Now you know what? You're done, dude. You're just a fucking liar. You have been calling my cell phone. You have been calling my personal phone, you fucking liar. You're a punk. You're a lying little anonymous little punk, and you know it. That's all there is to it. You're an anonymous little tool. Period. End of story, man. You're lying. You've been calling my phone. I can show you. The number you're calling me on right now is the phone number that you've been calling me from on my phone. I could take a picture of it and show everybody the same thing and prove you're lying right now.
If you type in Sean Street, if you look for the number of this show and the other number, I must have got it mixed up with the number for the show, my friend.
Oh,
all right?
yeah. So now you're admitting you have been calling. So now you're admitting that. So now you're admitting that you have been calling. Which is it? So you're too stupid to know how to use a phone? You're too stupid to know how to use a telephone? Is that the problem? You're a moron? Your mom, who's hanging out at the bar, banging dudes tonight, didn't tell you how to use a cell phone? Chance, or Chase, whatever the fuck your fake name is, because you're too much of a pussy to be your real self? Well, all I am is my real self, and you can't handle that because you're an anonymous internet troll and you can't understand people who are open and honest with their life like I am, and how people actually give me money here to talk about my open and honest life. I'm sorry you can't handle that, dude. I'm sorry that you don't understand it. You're incel loser ass who lives an anonymous online life and tries to mess with other people personally and professionally, lies about it after the fact. What do you think? What do you think I'm going to think of you, buddy? You're a tool. You're a loser. You got nothing. Say your first and last name right now if you think you actually can hang with me. Otherwise, because you know, if I knew who you were, I would destroy you. I would find out everything about you. I would find out everything about you, and I would bury you here on the show because you're a loser and you know it. That's why you don't put out any real information about yourself. That's why you use cinch.com or whatever to make up fake phone calls.